Alright guys, we're back. Really excited about this deck. So I'm actually just jumping right back into it because I discovered the greatest sideboard strategy for this deck. Most of the meta is blue, right? You got all these Ephemerate decks running around. I'm part of the problem, right? Playing all these islands. Well, there just so happens to be this magical card that I've never seen in my life before. For 1 mana, either kill a blue permanent or return an island to its owner's hand. The second one's particularly important because we get to bounce a land for 1 mana. That means on turn 1, think about this. You're on the play. You go turn 1 mountain. Your opponent plays a land, does whatever. Then you active volcano their land. They have no lands. They discard a hand size already. That's... oh, that's really, really good. So I have to try it out. Like, so much of the meta is playing islands that just bouncing islands seems insane. So we're running 4 active volcano. There's also one for mountain. So we're running 2 flash flood in decks that play mountains. Gorilla Shaman against Affinity, they play artifact lands. Rather than bouncing their lands, we can just straight up kill them. So this card is ridiculous as well. And then we have the rest of the same sideboard. I had to cut a few pieces. I think I cut 1 fadeaway from this sideboard game plan for like Stompy and stuff like that, but it should still be okay. Most of the game plan relies around flickering Dignitary anyway, because I imagine my green opponents will side out most of their removal after game 1, because they'll see my deck doesn't do anything, and then we bring in the rhinos, flicker the rhinos, and then they just die that way. So this deck is aiming to be the most painful deck ever to play against, basically because I think Ephemerate and Ghostly Flicker need to go, and so we're just going to try and break them in the most unbearable way possible so that maybe Wizards thinks a little bit more during the next banning thing. So if you haven't seen the deck before, you can check out the last deck tech. It'll be in the description, or just search for like the previous version. But the deck's basically the same. I added 1 more land because like a lot of the games we lost were due to mana screw, funny enough. And then I added 1 ponder. I added 2 ponder, and I cut a brainstorm for a Preordain. And I removed some Eye of Nowheres to do that, because we effectively have the same number of bounce effects. We just will find them more likely off of ponder as opposed to having to run more and draw them naturally. So the odds of drawing 1 are still basically the same, but this gives us some leeway in what we draw. Like maybe we really want to find that fadeaway. Now it's easier. Finding sideboard cards is easier. So I think just having more dig is probably better in the deck. And then, you know, we lock them out with Turf Wound, which stops them from playing lands. So you just, basically the loop is bounce a land and then stop them from playing lands. And then eventually you kill them with Mulldrifter. We can prevent ourselves from decking by ghostly flickering a Mystic Sanctuary. And then putting Mystic Sanctuary and Archaeomancer. So we can put like a bunch of stuff on top of our deck. And then, you know, you can keep Solfataring, and then the card draw doesn't matter. So that's kind of the deck. And I'm just going to jump into a league again. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Saucy Boy, and this hand looks pretty nice. Hopefully he's playing a dirtily deck and we can just get him. Because this is kind of the start we need. We just have to hit a 3rd land. It's Tron. We're in for a grind. But that's okay. I don't mind grinding against Tron. So we have a couple options here. I can play Astrolabe. Chromatic Star Tron is interesting. I can play Astrolabe. Yeah, that actually seems good, because then basically I just have 3 draw steps to hit a land. Because I can use Astrolabe to play Eye of Nowhere next turn, and then start Solfataring them the following turns. So yeah, I just need a... Oh, they have 2 power plants. Okay, well we got time now. 2 power plants suggest they don't have many lands in hand, so I don't think I'm going to run out Eye of Nowhere. It's just not necessary. We're probably just going to like Preordain or something. Another Astrolabe. Let's try and Preordain for a land. Bottom both of you. There's our land. So now we go Snow-Covered Island, and we can ponder. I can Ash Barrens, or I can just play another Astrolabe. Probably casting Astrolabe is better, because we have some like pretty set up turns we're going to have for the next few turns. And so just digging into our deck and then using ponder when we want to find a specific card is probably better. Yeah, basically we don't know if we're going to draw lands or not. Green mana, okay. This must be like green Tron. I've never seen Chromatic Star in the blue Tron versions. Like Fangreen Marauder. Yeah, okay, it's green Tron. I don't know if this is a better or worse matchup. Really hard to color screw green Tron, but they don't really have like counter spells, so this could be a good matchup. Hers is mine. Okay, so as far as I know, they don't have Tron, and they also don't have any colored mana now. So yeah, we're just going to, I guess, play Ash Barrens. I have Nowhere the Urza's mine and then Ponder. That actually seems kind of good. No, because if I hit a land, then I can double I have Nowhere. Okay, we're gonna play this. We're gonna Solfatara on upkeep, stop them from playing lands, and then if I hit a land, I can double I have Nowhere their lands, and that seems really good. And any color land will do it. It just has to be untapped. Oh man, they had no plays? Alright, this is kind of the dream. I think now I have to Preordain for a land. Always mana screwed with this deck. I don't actually want Ponder. Put you on top. A land, so now I Solfatara on their upkeep. And then we can like start doing stuff with Archaeomancer. And they're discarding a hand size currently. Sure, okay. So they do have some colored mana. But yeah, I don't think they have counter spells. And we're drawing. We just want to keep making land drops. Oh, that's quite dirty, actually. I have Nowhere the Urza's mine, and then we Turf Wound on upkeep. And they discard many, many, many cards. Okay, at red. No lands for you. I feel bad for this opponent. This is like their nightmare matchup. But that's why we're playing this deck, right? It's very good in certain spots. Sure, you got a star. Next turn we're going to I have Nowhere the Power Plant and then Turf Wound again. Hopefully we draw a land. I might Ponder to try and hit a land, because just basically making land drops every turn allows us to just get so much tempo advantage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and Ponder for a land. Alright, we don't want Fade Away, but Hoodwink is good. Land, I have Nowhere. And then we Turf Wound. How many time walks is that? Many. And red. So we draw Hoodwink, and I think that was... And then we draw Fade Away. Yeah, so we know all the cards, okay. And this turn I can go Archaeomancer for Turf Wound and Hoodwink the Power Plant. Or probably the better play is just Ephemerate Mulldrifter plus Hoodwink. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Colony Garden. Right, that costs 4. Yeah, let's Hoodwink this. Then we evoke. Draw 2. Yeah, so they were just hard lock. This is beautiful. Okay, that's a little bit excessive, but I will accept. Ooh, Mystic Sanctuary? Alright. Let's get back a good old Turf Wound here. Oh, that's so mean. And I don't actually want to Preordain because I at least know the top card of my deck. And I'm going to draw like 3 cards next turn, so we're pretty likely to hit a land. Sure. And they will never play another land this whole game. Look at this deck go. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. I don't even know how they beat this. I honestly don't think I side... Oh. Do I cut Fade Away or do I play it? That's actually a pretty interesting decision. I think I don't play Fade Away. I just play another Ghostly Flicker because the whole point of this deck is to control them from turn 1. And if I lose control, I'm probably going to lose anyway, especially against Tron. We got a Hoodwink. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. It has lands, so now we just have to draw spells. Usually we're in the opposite situation. And yeah, their deck is just built around getting Tron, but they don't have interaction. So it's really, really challenging for them. I'm gonna go Astrolabe here. Turf Wound. Okay. Maybe I should have fetched because I might not hit Turf Wound turn 3. It depends on... Okay, so they are going to hit Tron. So I need to hit an untapped land in the next 2 draw steps. Or another Hoodwink. Probably another Hoodwink would actually be better because then I could like bounce it and then Izzet Boilerworks to set up for future turns. Mulldrifter was probably the worst possible draw, but that's okay. Bounce that. And we just gotta hit it. Go. We got one draw step. And it's any untapped land or any of our bounce spells. So that's kind of a lot. Come on, deck. Okay, there we go. And now we are at least secured through this turn. We have 2 draw steps now to find something. Turf Wound. We can have 6. Preordain is a good start. Opponent's discarding. Does that mean they don't have any chromatic stars or spheres? Snow covered island. So let's Preordain because I want to find a Hoodwink or something. Boomerang. Don't want an Astrolabe. Boomerang is good. Let's Boomerang. They discarded the mine. I don't think it really matters which one I bounce. And then here, I guess I play the Evolving Wilds. And I want to grab an island, that way if I get a card draw effect like Preordain, then I can Mystic Sanctuary like Turf Wound back on top. Oh, actually no, we're good. I can Mystic Sanctuary evoke Mulldrifter, and that should get him. Yeah. I'm so sorry, opponent, if you're watching this. I had to do it though. See you guys next round. Boy, not this again. I swear I added more lands. We have to mulligan. Okay, this hand's actually pretty good. I think I just get rid of Ghostly Flicker because Ghostly Flicker is mostly there for like late game. We don't really need it until like turn 15 or something. It just helps us kind of extend the lock, as it were. And we could theoretically turn 1 Brainstorm if we wanted to. Okay, we're playing against Affinity. So Gorilla Shamans are coming in for sure. Affinity is a rough matchup game 1 though. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I kind of want to Brainstorm. I don't want this Archaeomancer, but the problem with Brainstorm is it means we're not playing a spell next turn either. Because we have to Ash Barrens. I could just Ash Barrens this turn, but that seems bad as well. I think I'm going to Preordain. We can save Brainstorm for a little bit later, but I want to Preordain for lands because we need 3 lands anyway. Okay, well this is a good start. Put on top and top. So now we have a land, we're drawing Boomerang. Gives us some hope. Maybe they miss a land drop or 2 and we just get to get them. Prophetic Prism makes sense. Yep, so they're just straight up Affinity. Really, really tough matchup game 1. Game 2, with the Gorilla Shamans, we have a pretty good shot. So I think at this point I'm going to... because Archaeomancer is a little bit slow. So I think I play this island, and then I can either Boomerang or Brainstorm plus Ash Barrens next turn, depending on what they do. I think I like that, because yeah, Ash Barrens is an instant speed shuffle. And this looks like I'm holding up a counter spell, so maybe they don't go for like a Gear Seeker Serpent or something like that. Atog is problematic. Alright, well, let's Brainstorm, see what we can find. Fade Away here would be ideal. Mantle of Tides is interesting. Brainstorm. So I don't want Archaeomancer. I don't need this many Boomerangs, so let's put back Eye of Nowhere. And then Ash Barrens. Or a mountain. And then we don't have much time, but we can do our best here. Mulldrifter. So I can ponder and try and hit a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Atog could be lethal, so I don't actually think I can ponder. I just have to hold up Boomerang here. Maybe they go all in on the Atog and I get to bounce it or something. Because they only have 3 cards in hand, so like, okay. I was gonna say the odds of them having lands are pretty low, but they just hit them all. Yep. Oh, that's a sweet interaction. Instant speed equip with Chromatic Star, Atog. Springleaf Drum, okay. Well, they're not hurting us too badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can bounce Atog, but then they just replay it. This might sound weird, but I'm actually going to Solfatara end of turn. Just to cycle, because I want to hit a land, so then I can like ponder into stuff. Like we could hit like land Ephemerate. Fade Away is kind of okay. It's unfortunate though, because they didn't tap out at all. I think I pretty much lose if I don't hit an island, so we're gonna ponder and try and hit island. Okay, I guess we keep those. Island, go. And then I think we're going to Boomerang the Atog, hope they recast it. The problem is with Affinity, they just have so many random like permanents around to sacrifice to Fade Away. So yeah, we want them to sacrifice more stuff that makes Fade Away better. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now we bounce you. Now we take 4. So we're actually not even dead to Atog next turn. But they don't have to sacrifice anything, which is a little rough. So let's Preordain, try and hit a land. Putting the other Preordain on the bottom. And I don't really care about Hoodwink. Okay, I have nowhere. I don't think we're winning this. I don't think we're winning this at all. But I basically want them to side out like removal because I'm bringing in the Stonehorn Dignitaries. Yeah, so my deck has pretty much been revealed, but that's okay. Flare Husk, sure. And Flare Husk plays around Fadeaway pretty well, so I think I'm just gonna bring in the Dignitaries and not the Fadeaways. Let's Solfatara them. Just really let them know. And then our upkeep will draw, but we're just dead. Yeah, there's the land we needed, but alright. So, sideboarding things get a lot more interesting. We bring in Gorilla Shamans, Dignitaries. I like not Fade Away. I have Nowhere seems quite bad. And Gorilla Shaman basically replaces... I don't really like... I'm just gonna cut kind of across the board here. And then, do I want another Ghostly Flicker for the Dignitaries? It's probably good. And then we just cut Solfatara. Yeah, that sounds okay to me. Let's run it like that. Alright, let's see how effective our sideboarding plan is. We are on the play. Can't keep this one. I'll keep this one. It's pretty slow, but I don't hate it. I think I'm going to get rid of Solfatara because I just kind of want to find action. In particular, we're digging for the Gorilla Shaman. Down to 6, okay. Let's go Island. And I think this is a good time for Ponder because I can Ash Barrens on my upkeep if need be. Yeah, like I don't really think I want Dignitary Flicker yet. And I kind of want to get above. Yeah, so we put on top, put on top, put on top. No. And then we're going to Ash Barrens on upkeep because I just want to hit land drops. I'm going to Ash Barrens for probably a red. Opponent wisely leading with Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, let's grab this red, but then we're going to play blue for Preordain. Preordain Island. Kind of want both. Go. So now we can start the Turf Wound chain. Hopefully they don't have anything too broken to play this turn. I can deal with it. Alright, then Turf Wound should buy us a little bit of time at least. Because they don't have red mana. They don't have green mana. Turf Wound, no lands. And they can't play Frogmite unless they play an artifact. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. I like Preordain. I don't want either of these. Gorilla Shaman is a nice draw. So I can Turf Wound, and then I can Gorilla Shaman the Seed of the Synod and Springleaf Drum. Or I can just play Gorilla Shaman, kill Seed of the Synod. I think Gorilla Shaman kill Seed of the Synod seems kind of nice. So let's do that. Kill that, paying 1. Then play Snow-Covered Island and Preordain. Yeah, let's keep both. And then next turn we're going to Turf Wound. They can play land, but then we can kill it, so that's not a big deal. Okay, they kept in the Blast, which is a little bit rough. Potentially we maybe should have played a land or not used Preordain. In fact, almost certainly we should have done that. So it's Evolving Wilds. We can Turf Wound, but they do have some mana now, which is kind of rough. I'm going to fetch a basic Plains. Or Snow Covered. Turf Wound you. And getting our Gorilla Shaman Galvanic Blasted is probably better than getting Mulldrifter Galvanic Blasted, just because having cards in hand is kind of nice. Thoughtcast is good. Wait, why was this a 4/4? Why does this have 5 power? Oh, maybe it is a 4/4. I thought it was a 3/3, but we're just kind of getting browned here. Yep. So let's Ash Barrens. Or Mountain, I guess. Doesn't matter. There's our Dignitary. Mountain, go. Next turn we can hard cast the Mulldrifter and Ephemerate the Dignitary, assuming they don't have Galvanic Blast. Okay, let's cast Mulldrifter. Red Elemental Blast. Fair enough. Right, let's go Island Preordain. And I'm going to Ephemerate the Dignitary on their upkeep. I don't want either of these. Hoodwink is fine. Galvanic Blast just killed me. They have Dispel. Okay. That, I guess we're not just dead. But it's pretty rough. Basically, Affinity is probably our worst possible matchup because they don't need lands to play spells. They have stuff like Springleaf Drum. Frogmite has Affinity for stuff like that. So if they just like turn 1 and 2 play a couple Springleaf Drums, it's really hard for us to lock them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So we actually have to chump block the Atog. Right? This is 10, yeah. Certainly have to chump block the Atog. Alright. Turf Wound. Goatbot sent me a message. Am I still in trade? I might still be trading Goatbots. Boomerang, we are just dead. See you guys next round. Alright, we are playing against Masa on the play. It's really slow, but it does have everything we need. So, I will not be mulliganing this. Especially on the play, like, turn 3 Boomerang is a lot worse than turn 2 Boomerang, but maybe they're like in a controlling deck and then it's okay. Or we draw an untapped blue. And Ponder plus the second Evolving Wilds means we can kind of sculpt our hand a little bit at least, if we don't draw land. Opponent mulligan to 6, okay. Cool with this, go ahead. Please be a dirtily tap out control deck, that's all I want to see. Mono black, alright. Island. Snow covered mountain. So I could Hoodwink, but I think I'm better off just waiting. Let's Ponder and try and hit like a Turf Wound. Put on top. I kind of like this Ponder. Put on top. Shuffle, no. So I draw Turf Wound right now. Play Evolving Wilds. I guess I shuffle. Yep, they got the witches. Yeah, I guess I shuffle because just drawing a basic land is kind of better here. Of course, getting double blue. And which do I want to run here? I think I'm going to Solfatara because drawing a land, specifically a blue source, lets us go Hoodwink Boomerang. And that can like cut them off of a lot of mana. Maybe, we'll see. Sign in Blood up to 7. Okay. Yeah, so ideally we draw blue mana. We get 2 draw steps at it. Never lucky. I think at this point I want a Boomerang. Yeah, let's Boomerang. And they didn't attack with witches, which means they're gonna take some damage. They didn't even activate. Okay. Alright. We're on the draw land game plan here. Now they discard. Nice. Alright, land. Ash Barrens is good enough. I think I am actually going to basic land cycling this. Or just an island. Play the island. Then we Eye of Nowhere this swamp. And now we can double Boomerang, or we can go Boomerang into Turf Wound, depending on what we draw. Opponent's discarding a hand size. This is the lock. This is what we needed. Ash Barrens. Alright, I mean, that works. Let's go play Boomerang, Hoodwink. And then next turn I can go Boomerang, Turf Wound. And then they have no lands. That's just glorious. They have to discard 2 cards. This is how we drew it up. Oh yes. Oh yes. Solfatara you? Discard 2. Next turn we get to Turf Wound. What do I want to draw here? An Astrolabe into a land maybe? Because I want white for Mulldrifter. Turf Wound's good. Honestly, just lands and Turf Wound, I will not complain. Turf Wound you. And just the fact that it draws 2 cards is like, or draws a card is, that's what makes this ridiculous. Is like, I'm not going down in cards by locking them. I can keep building up my hand. Meanwhile, they're discarding the hand size. Like, I can't think of much worse. Now, I get to Brainstorm plus Fetch. Put back these 2. Play Evolving Wilds, Fetch. Let's get our planes. Cast Astrolabe. Ooh. Yeah, Mystic Sanctuary can do it next turn. Already played land, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so next turn we can Mystic Sanctuary, put Turf Wound on top, and then play Mulldrifter, drawing Mystic Sanctuary, or drawing Turf Wound. So like, even though we're flooding kind of bad now, it doesn't matter. Because every time we cast Turf Wound, it's basically +2. Not to mention all the tempo that we're gaining. Oh my. Yeah, so we Mystic Sanctuary, putting Turf Wound on top. Oak Mulldrifter. Draw 2. And they can't even snuff out because they don't have a swamp. I get to Ponder here. Ghostly Flicker is kind of gross, so let's draw that. Yeah, because Ghostly Flicker Mulldrifter is kind of the lock. They'll scoop eventually. I wouldn't blame them. Ponder no shuffle with this out, like, how can you keep going? And on upkeep, no draw. If I was them, I would concede right here. But they seem to be stronger willed. Oh, that's right, this rebounds? My goodness. I always forget about that. Brainstorm. Alright, let's play Astrolabe. Start there, because this is like kind of a bad draw so far. Okay, Hoodwink. I kind of want to Ghostly Flicker these two. Putting Turf Wound on top. And then drawing it. Okay, that'll do it. Moving to sideboarding, I have nothing for this matchup. So, run it back. Yeah, I'll keep this. The real question is, do I Ash Barrens for an island or a mountain? It's actually a pretty important decision. If they duress, then it'll be easier. Cycling Baron more, sure. Brainstorm. Okay, we lead on island. And I guess I end of turn Brainstorm? And then I can upkeep Ash Barrens? I guess it depends on what they do. Kumabaj Witches. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Really the question here is, do I Brainstorm, hope to get lucky, and then Ash Barrens on upkeep? Or do I Ash Barrens for an island, and then hope to just draw a mountain in the next 2 draw steps? I kind of like Brainstorm here. It uses my mana pretty effectively. There's our island. So I can put back Brainstorm, Solfatara. Yeah, this works. So now I get to Boomerang. And then next turn I get to go Snow-Covered Plains, Boomerang, fetch up a mountain, and then I get to lock them at 2 lands for the rest of the game. Yeah, that works. Plains, Boomerang. I played a land, yep, pass turn, get a mountain. And then I have like 3 turns of Solfatara, which is just really gross. This is a very, very hard matchup for Mono Black, I think. So, can I Brainstorm plus Ash Barrens? Brainstorm? No, I cannot. So we're just gonna Ash Barrens, okay. Mountain, and then we can just Brainstorm at some point. They're not gonna be playing lands for a while, so. Mountain, go. 3, Solfatara. So now they're probably discarding. Yeah, now we're going up cards. And now if we draw a land plus Boomerang or something, Astrolabe is okay. I really want to hit a land though. There we go. There we go. Now we Turf Wound, or Solfatara. Got more witches. Actually, double witches is kind of good, isn't it? That can like double kill a Mulldrifter. Okay, double witches is moderately problematic. If we can get Fade Away here, that would be quite funny. Island. Okay, let's play Island. I kind of want to Brainstorm because I could hit, there's a lot of stuff that I could hit that would be pretty nice. So let's Brainstorm. Okay, we can, I like keeping Solfatara. Let's we put these 2 on top. And then I want to draw 1 land. So let's pass turn. Solfatara. And I'm not going to Turf Wound because I know the top card and I know it's a land. Sure. So now do they attack? That's the real question. Yeah, holding them back makes sense. But then, like, it's an equal race. So those are all the lands. Let's ponder. Let's shuffle. Okay, Preordain. Ephemerate Boomerang. That's perfect. Put on top, put on top. So now I can Boomerang this. Then I can Turf Wound. 1 to you. Yeah. I guess it's, you know, them taking damage doesn't really matter. If I win on the race, it's going to be by infinite damage anyway. Now I can Archaeomancer back a Solfatara. This is kind of interesting. I can just cast a Mulldrifter, and then when they try and kill it, I Ephemerate it. Or I can Archaeomancer getting Boomerang, Boomerang bounce of witches. That seems actually pretty good. That's kind of sneaky. Let's get a land. Archaeomancer. It's gonna get Boomerang. Then we Boomerang the witches. Oh, actually this gets kind of blown out, doesn't it? Because if they've disfigured, then I just lose my Ephemerate. Yeah, this is more challenging than I thought. Double witches is a problem. I think I just bounce the witches. Then they double ping Archaeomancer. They go up to 2 cards. They're targeting that, so I'll target you. Turn off auto yields. So now I go for the Ephemerate. Nice, okay. That's pretty good actually. So now with the Ephemerate, I can get back... Turf Wound is probably the best. And they go up to 2 mana, so like if they have Geth's Verdict or Chainer's Edict, they do get to kill my Archaeomancer. But then they're not recasting the witches, yeah. So this did buy a good amount of time, despite exiling my Ephemerate. Because now I get to cast a Mulldrifter. Play Evolving Wilds. Fetch with Evolving Wilds, or red. Preordain. Okay, those are all pretty good. Top. That blue. Hoodwink. Go. So they're gonna have no lands again next turn. They'll have 1 land actually. Yeah, so we get to attack with Mulldrifter. And they can double witches, but now the race is getting a little bit sketchy for them. 4, 5. Another land, so I can go Hoodwink, Turf Wound on upkeep, and then Hoodwink, Turf Wound. Yeah, we can do this. Turf Wound to you. Also, yeah, I was just gonna say, Fade Away is in my deck, and that just kills their witches. Sure, target you. Cool, good plays. I think we got this one. Because this play is about to get super dirty. Hoodwink you. Land, Fade Away. A1. And then, yeah, that's it. Attack for 2. I mean, I guess that's not exactly it. We could theoretically brick for like a lot of turns in a row. But they're at 8 life. They're going to go down to 6. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And they're going to have to discard a hand size. Ash Barrens is not ideal. Did I play any Brainstorm? I played 1 Brainstorm. So I feel like just thinning my deck is more important. Yeah, there's like no land left in my deck. Sent me a message. Okay, Archaeomancer is it. I don't have Ghostly Flicker, but Archaeomancer can grab Turf Wound, and that's pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty nice. I hit them down to 6. I get to draw a card. Yeah, let's do this. Ghostly Flicker is our best draw. Ephemerate's also great. We have like so many good games. Alright, they're conceding. Awesome, so we won that one. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Ixidor. That looks familiar. I think I played against them in the last league and they were playing mono black. So it seems safe to assume that they're playing mono black. I'm gonna keep this hand, by the way. This hand is 1 land away from being pretty gross. Yeah, right, that was... I don't know, someone can check the video and see if it was the same person. They might remember me, we'll see. Ooh, they mulliganed to 6, okay. They sent me a message. Nice. Alright, let's draw a land? Or like a Boomerang? Land would be best, I think. Okay, I'll take Boomerang. That sets us up to draw a land next turn and like be even better. Okay, and they are playing black, so if we draw a land, then I'm just gonna go for it. Astrolabe. I think I'm just gonna Astrolabe. It's better to cut them off of 3 mana as opposed to 2. What I should have done is not played a land though, because I could have hit Evolving Wilds. Ooh, I like their second land being Majuka Bog. That will get bounced for sure. And we just gotta hit a land next turn. Come on, deck. Every time we're cursed with the no lands, it would be good if it was undone for just this game. Land, please. Okay, that's bad, but we can ponder into a land. I'm drawing Eye of Nowhere next turn. Alright, well, we've released the hold for 1 turn, which is bad because 3 lands for them is like all the cards they would want. Like they can Chittering Rats us, which is really bad. Yeah, That's how they get us. Let's put back a Mulldrifter. I think at this point, we're gonna try and get them with Fade Away. Like, I'm just going to Solfatara. Hope they play like another 3-drop, and then I can fade away both their creatures. That Rager's fine. Draw a card. So we draw Eye of Nowhere, and I think I know the next one too, Solfatara. Somehow, this deck always mana screws me, even though I'm the one. I think I want a Solfatara. I want to be a little bit greedy and try and hit a land drop here. I'm trying to mana screw them, and I'm the one getting mana screwed. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm hoping they tap out for another like Phyrexian Rager, and then I get to kill 3 things. It seems good. It might have been too greedy, but yeah. And they have to discard and they lose 3 dudes. That seems okay to me. And we're gonna draw a land. We have 2 draw steps. It's gotta happen. Good lord. How does this always happen? Alright. We are going to fade away their creatures. I could have brainstormed and try and hit a land, but I don't think it's that desperate. And if I miss a land off brainstorm, then we're brainstorm locked and then things get very bad. They could sacrifice all their lands and that would be interesting. Uh-oh. Alright, well, now we there's no way we can win without drawing a land. I don't think. Like, we just have to Mulldrifter. Oh, there's a land. We're gonna fall down to 6. That's okay. The Boilerworks. I think this land was just way too slow. It's turn 8 before I hit my 4th land drop. Like, that's just way too long for this deck. We just have a hand full of stuff that doesn't do anything. Yep, we fall down. Ephemerate. Okay. This plays so poorly into Geth's Verdict if I invoke Mulldrifter into Ephemerate. I can Boomerang plus Turf Wound, but then I go down to 1 or go down to 2 life. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm more mana screwed than them. I can hardcast a Mulldrifter, but then I lose to onboard tricks unless I find another bounce. Okay, I think I kind of have to do this. And I Turf Wound. Then I have to invoke Mulldrifter, Ephemerate, draw Boomerang, and hope they have no removal. That seems very, very unlikely, but it's kind of all I got here. Yeah, just not drawing lands for so long is what killed us. So let's play this. Cast with Evoke. Ephemerate you. Snuff out, kill my dude. Well, we can Ephemerate again. Snuff out's pretty sick though. But now we're just dead. Yeah, a little bit too slow. We were so close though. Alright, let's concede, move on to game 2. Things get worse after sideboarding because I don't really have anything to bring in. And they have a lot to bring in. I could bring in 1 Ghostly Flicker, but I kind of like the 1 of Fade Away. So let's just keep it as is. I'm also on the play. Alright, we're going to be on the play. We're going to hit all of our land drops. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't keep this. It's way too sketchy. Okay, here's a hand that has a lot. Let's keep this. Kind of want to get rid of Archaeomancer. He's kind of slow. We just want lands, and that's pretty much it. We just want to draw land. It's not too much to ask. This plays very poorly into Duress, but that's okay. Okay, we got a lot of lands now. That's plenty of lands. No more lands. Why does this happen? Oh, it's cool though. I think I'm just going to Boilerworks here because their deck really starts working at 3 mana. 2 mana is fine. But we might just hoodwink them and then not have a play turn 3 and then, kind of be stuck that way. So yeah, Boilerworks makes the most sense to me. Then we can hoodwink into Mulldrifter Ephemerate, and that seems way better. And I can even Evolving Wilds. Sweet. I'll just do it now. I think with this, I'm actually going to get... They don't have any artifact destruction. I'll just get Island, and then hoodwink their Swamp. Okay, they're not tapping out, but they are discarding. Boomerang is good. I guess I just go land Boomerang. Because all of these cards are like, I'm basically casting 2 mana destroy target land right now. And I kind of want to wait until I have 6 mana to go for Mulldrifter Ephemerate, but it really depends on what they have, because I would like to be able to protect the Mulldrifter with Ephemerate. Sign in blood on you. Okay. Well, they're discarding 2 cards. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm just gonna cast Mulldrifter. Saving Ephemerate seems good for like later draws. And they go up to 3. They can like Chittering Rats or something. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that was wrong, but it seems like it would be better. Kumabaj Witches, you got it. Preordain, let's start there. Yeah, I like all of these. I don't have a land drop yet, so I can do all of this. On top, on top. Island, I have nowhere. And then we Turf Wound on upkeep. And that's, I mean, that's honestly just what this deck wants to do every single game. Like, just draw cards, keep going. I'm gonna save Ash Barrens in case I draw Unearth Chittering Rats. Okay, well I can get rid of, what do I get rid of here? I guess I just, yeah, actually this is pretty good because now I can Hoodwink into Fade Away. And that seems like a pretty strong play. I imagine they just sacrificed both creatures, but you never know. Wow, they kept the witches. That is ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna keep Ash Barrens in hand. I think it's nice to have as a shuffle effect. They sacrificed a land. The witches seem so bad to me. Oh, that's why. That's so gross. Unearth is very good against us. Yep. Go. They go up to 2 lands. I guess the main question is, why did they keep witches instead of a land? That's what I'm confused about. Alright. We need to draw Archaeomancer like very soon. That was not Archaeomancer. Go ahead. Gurmag Angler is sweet. Yeah, I think this came from us being too scared to Ephemerate Mulldrifter, because trading this Ephemerate to be 2 cards deeper would be really nice, because then we could have Ash Barrens to shuffle away the Chittering Rats, and that would have just been way better. I'm actually dead next turn. So Chittering Rats here. Okay. I need to draw something really good. That's a start. Alright, deck. Preordain, okay. Oh my gosh. I don't really want Brainstorm, but I guess I take a Preordain. We're like running out of mana though is the problem. None of this does anything. I basically have to draw Mulldrifter, but it's just gonna die. Okay, I mean we go for it, but it's just gonna die. I give it like a 0% chance of survival here. Oh, it survived that long. Now I can go Plains go. I have to chump block, but there are worse things. They clearly don't have remove. Oh, I guess they could have removal if they're thinking about like, do I have Ephemerate? That's actually specifically why I played the Plains, even though any land could do it. Chainer's Edict. Alright, we're dead. Super dead. 5, 6, 7, 8. GG's, opponent, GG's. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Kalasanak. This hand is fine. It's got lands. I was complaining about not having lands, so I finally have them, so let's see if that's good enough, you know? Plus we have Evolving Wilds plus Ponder is like kind of a sweet combo. Okay, this looks like some type of snow deck, obviously. Turn 1 Mountain is interesting. I'm gonna Preordain. Set up my draws, because I don't want to get flooded, right? Ghostly Flicker I don't want, but I will take a Boomerang. Boomerang's actually pretty sweet. We can like turn 2 Boomerang and start Solfataring them. Okay, so this is Boros. One of our, it's kind of an interesting matchup, because they're pretty aggressive. But like we get to bring in almost our entire sideboard, which is kind of awesome. So I can Boomerang a land. They still have this Glinthawk in play. I think I'm gonna Ponder and then Evolving Wilds. Ephemerate is good. I don't want any of the rest. Let's just draw an Ephemerate. Evolving Wilds, shuffle for red. That Glinthawk is being pretty aggro though. Yep. And this deck plays a lot of burn, so this is also a pretty rough matchup. Yep. Because we can deny their mana, but they just can put burn at our face and we can't really stop that. Snow-covered mountain. Okay, so We can Boomerang the core Skyfisher. That just gives him more card draw. I think I'm just going to Turf Wound, or I guess Solfatara. This seems pretty rough though. We gotta dig to find Fadeaway, basically. They're like, sure, that doesn't matter, but maybe we can fade away, who knows? Take 4. Alright, Fadeaway's not even that good now because they have so many permanents. That's Preordain. Alright, I mean, now's the turn to cast it. They sacrificed the Clue, the Prism, and Thraben Inspector. Aish. Aish. After sideboard, this gets a lot more manageable, I hope. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Alright, after a lot of deliberation, they sacrifice both of the artifacts, which makes sense. They just want to stay as aggressive as possible. I mean, I'm taking 5. Them getting Metalcraft is harder, but me surviving is also harder. Yep, taking it all. Still have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, that's really, really rough. 2 mana, 2/3 flyer, draw a card. Is there anything I can do? Not really. I'm just gonna go to game 2. Opponent like kind of knows what our deck does, but not really. But I know almost exactly what their deck does. We're gonna bring in Gorilla Shaman, Flash Flood, not all the dignitaries, but like some. We cut like a lot of. Actually, do I even bring in Flash Flood? I guess I have to decide what I want to do. Do I want to try and control them out, or do I want to try and tempo them? I think on the play, I'm just gonna go for max mana screw. Probably don't need this flicker. I like 1 fadeaway, and I'm gonna cut these Eye of Nowheres. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this plan on the play, and then sideboard we probably need to be a bit more like slow, but Gorilla Shaman, Flash Flood really give us a head start here. All right, let's go first, see what we got. Come on. Why me? All right, this hand's good. Keep this, and what do I get rid of? Maybe Ephemerate. Or maybe Fadeaway. You know what? I think I get rid of Fadeaway because Ephemerate gives us like some late game power. And let's just play Evolving Wilds. And I think with Evolving Wilds, I want to grab Island. Yeah. Okay, kind of regret it, kind of not. Hoodwink that. Hope that they play Mountain. Oh, this is kind of sketchy. I should have gotten Mountain. These would be much better as Eye of Nowheres right now, that's for sure. No! Ah! My sideboard coming back to bite me. Okay, that's a Mountain. I can work with this. Lone Missionary, that's interesting. Flash Flood. Get out of here. Turf Wound. Ugh. Not fetching a Mountain really hurt us here. I should have gotten one. I don't have that much double blue in my deck. Let's just hope they play a Mountain, okay? End step, bounce your Mountain. We can still draw a red source. Whoa. Alright, red source. I put you on the bottom, sir. And now I have just as many lands as my opponent. Maybe something's not right here. I even had Flash Flood on the Mountains and I'm just gonna get browned. Eat? What on earth? Whoa. Alright, well let's fade away, because that seems kind of nice right now. But yeah, when I'm not hitting land drops, maybe that is a weakness with this deck, is you need to hit land drops like every turn while maintaining pressure. And maybe that's just like not something one can consistently do. Like you're going to stumble on 3 mana, or you know, you might fetch the wrong color. I think fetching the wrong color here is probably what did it for me. Yeah, I imagine that's what it was. Yep, take some damage. Alright, we have to Brainstorm. No red. That's game. Alright, see you guys next round.